Skol, Vikings Nation. Welcome back to the ultimate Vikings news headquarters. Free agency is hitting like a Minnesota blizzard, and our Vikings are making moves that have the NFL shaking in their cleats. From bolstering our defense to locking in our quarterback of the future, this offseason is pure purple fire. $315 million in cash payroll says we're all in for 2025. Are you ready to unpack every jaw-dropping detail with me? Teaser. Imagine a defensive line that crushes quarterbacks like a Viking longship smashing through ice. A young QB poised to rewrite franchise history, and a certain four-time MVP stirring up drama in the background. We've got blockbuster signings, spicy rumors, and a roster that's screaming Super Bowl. Buckle up, because this is the most explosive Vikings update you'll hear all year. Hook. GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah is building a squad that's got every fan chanting Skol louder than ever. With only 4 draft picks and a wild-card playoff loss to the Rams behind us, these free agency moves are our ticket to glory. So, grab your purple gear, hit that like button, and let's dive into the 10 biggest stories shaping our Vikings' future. What's got you most hyped? Let's roll. First up, let's talk about our secondary's anchor, Byron Murphy Jr., who's back on a 3-year deal that's got US Bank Stadium buzzing. This 27-year-old corner was a tackling machine in 2024, racking up 41 stops, an interception, and a forced fumble across 17 starts per ESPN. His 82.1 PFF coverage grade ranked him among the NFL's elite, and re-signing him was a no-brainer for a defense that finished second in EPA/play last season. Murphy's return is critical because our cornerback room got gutted. With Shaquille Griffin and Stephon Gilmore gone to free agency, and Cameron Bynum now a Colt, per Yahoo Sports, we're leaning hard on Murphy to lead. He's not just a player, he's the swagger of Brian Flores' scheme, shutting down top receivers like he's got a personal vendetta. But with only Isaiah Rodgers and Mekhi Blackmon as proven depth, the pressure's on. Vikings fans, how confident are you in Murphy as our CB1? Should we grab another veteran like Mike Hilton, or trust our young guys? Drop your take in the comments and share this video with your Skol crew. We're just getting started, and the trenches are calling our name. Speaking of trenches, the Vikings went full berserker mode, signing defensive tackle Jonathan Allen, a top 10 free agent from Washington. This 2-time Pro Bowler is a wrecking ball, 53 tackles and 5.5 sacks in just 8 games in 2024 before a pectoral injury sidelined him, per NFL.com. At 30, Allen's $17 million a year deal is a bold move for a team that's already spent $315 million this offseason, per ESPN. Pairing Allen with Harrison Phillips, who logged 59% of our defensive snaps last year, gives us a ferocious interior line. Under Flores, who loves mixing fronts, Allen's 92.0 pass rush grade since 2021 could make him a game-changer. But here's the rub. His injury history and age raise red flags. Can he stay healthy for a 17-game grind? Or are we gambling on a ticking time bomb? Skol Nation, is Allen signing a home run or a risky bet? Tell me in the comments, do you think he's the key to a top 5 D-line? Hit that share button, because our next move is a beast on the offensive side. The Vikings didn't just stop at defense. They beefed up the offensive line with guard Will Fries, a top 15 free agent from Indianapolis. At 27, Fries brings a nasty edge, with a 78.2 PFF run-blocking grade in 2024, despite missing 12 games with a fractured tibia. His 3-year, $15 million deal is a steal for a guy who started 34 games over 2 seasons with the Colts. This signing is a lifeline for our interior line, which took hits with Ed Ingram traded to Houston and Garrett Bradbury released. Fries, alongside Blake Brandel, creates a physical front to protect J.J. McCarthy and pave the way for Aaron Jones, who's back on a 2-year deal. But Fries' injury history is a concern. Can he stay durable? Or are we one snap away from a depth crisis? What's your vibe, Vikings fans? Is Fries the answer at guard? Or do we need another body in the trenches? Comment below and ask a friend to join the Skol chant. Up next, a rumor that's got the NFL on edge. Stay locked in. Hold the mead, because the rumor mill is spitting fire. Javon Hargrave, the 49ers' Pro Bowl defensive tackle, might be headed to Minnesota. Sources like The Athletic hint that Kwesi's eyeing Hargrave to make us the highest-spending team in free agency, with a potential deal dropping after his expected release this week. Hargrave's 92.4 pass rush grade since 2021 ranks fourth among interior defenders, and his 7.0 sacks in 2023 were clutch. If Hargrave joins Allen and Phillips, our D-line could be the NFL's most terrifying, especially with edge rushers Dallas Turner, Jonathan Greenid, and Andrew Van Ginkel hunting. Picture this: Hargrave collapses pockets, Greenid's 12.5 sacks from 2024 keep coming, and Turner finally breaks out. But at 32, coming off a torn triceps that cost him 14 games in 2024, is Hargrave worth the risk? Vikings Nation, is the Hargrave hype real, or are we chasing a pipe dream? Drop your predictions in the comments and share this video with your purple posse. The quarterback drama's next, and it's a wild ride. Let's talk quarterbacks because the J.J. McCarthy era is here, and it's electric. Our 2024 first-round pick, the number 10 overall selection, missed his rookie year with a knee injury but wowed coaches in camp with his arm strength and poise. Kevin O'Connell told ESPN that McCarthy's the outcome we want as the 2025 starter. And the Vikings proved it by letting Sam Darnold walk and passing on Daniel Jones, who bolted to Indy to avoid a QB battle. But here's the twist. Aaron Rodgers keeps haunting us like a ghost from Valhalla. The four-time MVP, fresh off a Jets release, has been chatting with O'Connell, his old friend, and even worked out with Vikings receiver DK Metcalf, per Yahoo Sports. Despite Pittsburgh being the favorite, Rodgers hasn't ruled out Minnesota, calling it a contender on the Pat McAfee show. Is he a mentor for McCarthy or a threat to steal the throne? Skull fans, are you Team McCarthy all the way? Or does Rodgers' drama tempt you? Comment with your QB pick and tag a friend to join the debate. We're halfway through. More bombshells are coming. On the QB front, let's give a nod to Daniel Jones, who said Skull, but no thanks to Minnesota. Yahoo Sports reported that Jones signed with the Colts because he didn't want to duke it out with McCarthy for QB1. After a 14-3 season with Sam Darnold under center, the Vikings' commitment to McCarthy is crystal clear. They traded up to draft him and built a $315 million roster to support him. The scary part? Our backup is Brett Rypien, a career journeyman with 6 starts in 5 seasons. Per Yahoo Sports, the Vikings have surprising confidence in Rypien, but fans aren't sold. With free agency's QB pool drying up, Joe Flacco's now a Brown. Kwesi might target a trade for Sam Howell or Aiden O'Connell. Per Clutch Points, a shaky backup could spell trouble if McCarthy's not ready. What's the mood, Vikings Nation? Do you trust Rypien, or should we trade for a veteran? Hit the comments with your dream backup QB. Like this video because our defense is about to get even nastier. Let's zoom out to the defensive front, because it's shaping up like a Viking saga. With Jonathan Allen signed and Hargrave in the rumor mill, we've got edge rushers Dallas Turner, Jonathan Greenid, and Andrew Van Ginkel ready to feast. Greenid's 12.5 sacks in 2024 were a career high, while Van Ginkel's 8.0 sacks and 69 tackles were glue for our front seven. Turner, though, only played 22% of snaps as a rookie. Can he step up? The stats are juicy. Our defense ranked second in EPA/play in 2024, per ESPN, and adding Allen's 5.5 sacks in 8 games could push us to number 1. Flores' aggressive scheme, which used base defense just 13.2% of the time, thrives on versatile playmakers like these. But age and injuries, Allen's 30, Hargrave's 32, mean we need young blood like Turner to shine. Vikings fans, is this D-line the best since the Purple People Eaters? Who's your breakout star for 2025? Drop your thoughts below and share this video with your Skull Squad. We're rolling on to the unsung heroes next. Depth matters, and the Vikings are scrambling to fill gaps after losing key role players. At guard, Dalton Risner, a fan favorite with 73 career starts, told NBC Sports he'd love to return but might be a backup behind Fries and Brandel. His market's quiet, and at 29 he's a cost-effective depth piece. Could Kwesi bring him back post-draft for insurance? In the secondary, Bleacher Report's Brad Gagnon predicts will sign Bengals corner Mike Hilton, a 31-year-old slot specialist with 14 career picks. Hilton's 2024 stats: 42 tackles, 1 interception, fit Flores' scrappy scheme, and his $5 million price tag is budget-friendly. With Mekhi Blackmon recovering from a 2024 ACL tear and Jeff Okudah on a prove-it deal, Hilton could be a sneaky steal. Skull Nation, do we need Reisner's grit or Hilton's experience more? Comment with your pick and tell a friend to join the Purple Party. We're nearing the end, but the draft talk's heating up. With only 4 draft picks, the fewest in the NFL per The Athletic, the Vikings' free agency spree was do or die. Round 1, number 24, could target Florida State's Azariah H. Thomas, a 6 feet 1 inch corner with elite physicality, per SI.com. Round 3's compensatory pick might nab guard Wyatt Millam, a tackle-to-guard convert with active feet, per analyst Jared Ragatz. These rookies could plug holes left by departing veterans. Kwesi's $315 million spending spree, including $49.5 million annually for Allen, Fries, and potentially Hargrave, has raised eyebrows. Some execs, per ESPN, question the power dynamic between Kwesi and Senior VP Ryan Grigson, whose influence is growing. With no contract extension for Kwesi, whose deal expires in 2025, the pressure's on to deliver a playoff run. What's your draft wish list, Vikings fans? Corner, guard, or something else? Comment below and subscribe for more Vikings news. We're wrapping up, so let's talk Super Bowl dreams. Alright, Skull faithful, let's tie this together. The Vikings are building a contender, Byron Murphy Jr. is locked in, Jonathan Allen's ready to dominate, and Will Fries is paving the way for J.J. McCarthy. The Hargrave rumor and Rodgers saga keep us on edge, but with a 14-3 record in 2024 and the NFL's 6th best winning percentage under Kwesi, per ESPN, we're not just dreaming of playoffs, we're chasing a Lombardi trophy. This roster's loaded, but the draft and depth moves will decide our fate. Will McCarthy be our savior? Can our D-line stay healthy? I need your takes, Vikings Nation. Comment with your boldest 2025 prediction. Super Bowl or bust. Smash that like button, subscribe, and share this video with every Skull fan you know. Let's pack the comments with purple pride. Until next time, keep the horns high and the Skull chant loud. We're one step closer to glory in 2025, and I'll be here breaking down every move. Skull Vikings. Let's make some noise in the comments and see you in the next Vikings news update.